You know what, man? I was not, was not on my bingo card, man. I was not expecting this day and age to be praising anything Gavin Newsom is doing. Like, I have not necessarily have been a fan of Gavin Newsom, because there's some things that he's done that I'm not a big fan of, like his approach to like homelessness in California after they came out with some like more draconian policies thanks to the Supreme Court around the country. But I like that he is freaking trolling Trump nonstop on, I'm not sure which if he's on Truth Social or where this is being posted, but the right wing is seeing it and they're being forced to read his posts, his tweets or whatever, wherever it is. I could never bring myself to calling them truths, and if it's on Lie Social, like it's the lie of the moment from Trump and the rest of them. But they're having to read what Gavin Newsom is saying, and they're basically making fun of Trump in the process. In some ways, maybe this is cathartic, because like we have heard from Tucker Carlson, who, you know, again, like, take it with a grain of salt. Like, that guy like lies for a living. He does right-wing propaganda. He's literally like paid by freaking Russia and shit. But I think I buy that, you know, he hated Donald Trump. He has hated Donald Trump, and people on Fox News hated Donald Trump, which is really interesting because, well, it couldn't have been that bad, because a whole bunch of people from Fox, it's like 30 people are in Trump's cabinet. Yeah, that's super professional and super qualified. Wild, man. But they're basically making fun of Trump, so maybe it's cathartic for them, because they're saying stuff about Gavin Newsom, saying it's like sophomoric or whatever, but it's stinging. Like, listen, if you're forcing them to react to what you're doing, you're on the right track. Like, I don't agree with Gavin Newsom's dumb BS when they were saying, like, you know, when you have a lot of people lashing out, you're over the target. Like, it's not true on the right wing. Like, when they're doing stuff, everybody should be saying something, because it's wrong, or it's illegal, or it's an overreach, it's heinous, it's terrible, right? And I know that's kind of part of their game. Like, they use that to get attention, but people do have to talk about it so people do understand what's really going on. Like, we educate. There's a difference. But this is trolling because we are playing on all of their like insecurities. Like, we're making their daddy, which is so weird that they call him their daddy, but we're making him look weak. We're making him look silly. We're making him look like a clown, because he is a clown. Like, we're just revealing that the emperor has no clothes. Like, that MFer's been naked for a long time now. Gross to think about. But it's working. I love that it's working. We got somebody who's like fighting, and that's a good thing. So kudos to Gavin Newsom. I'm seeing people do the, like, they're making him out to be like this big muscle man or whatever, like they do with all the AI images of Trump, which is great. Like, we on the left don't really do that. Like, but like we should maybe we should a little bit more, just to troll the idiots, because, like, I don't know, maybe we'll win some over. Like, portray what a real, like, I've started saying like a real North American, because like obviously like we're having some issues in the United States. We're not so united. Like, good people are. The good real Americans are united. The people that are against the fascists are pretty united right now. Like, we're making some concessions where it's necessary to get people involved and to resist. Like, we don't need to have, we're not doing the purity test stuff. I've for a while now, I don't really like the arguments about the purity test stuff. Like, my only thing, like, if somebody might accuse me of having like a purity test or something because I believe in human rights, I'm like, I think we should probably stop the genocide. I think we should probably use, you know, an arms embargo against Israel and make sure that we get some aid in there, which apparently the progressives in the DNC have proposed that, to make sure that Israel stops doing the BS that it's doing, stop the genocide, stop the famine. So that's good. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to call these guys back. Oh, shoot. Anyway, yeah, so like human rights, trans rights are human rights. I think we should just have some basic things that we're all on the same page with, and then everything else, like, we can figure out once we get power. Like, the main thing is, like, we have to get power. That's the big thing. We have to beat the fascists. We have to have the ability to use as many tools as can be made available to us. And then some things, I don't know, maybe we just start making some shit up. Like the Trump regime has been just making shit up the entire time. They've thrown out the rule book, so maybe we should do the same. Like maybe we have a shadow DOJ and just start arresting people that have done crimes. Like we have people that have been deputized or whatever to whatever authority we have, and we make citizens arrests of people that have clearly committed crimes, and we start some kind of prosecutions wherever we can. Like go after all the underlings of Donald Trump. Go after the people that have been identified by citizens of ICE engaging in illegal behavior. Like I've been saying, we need to make an example of these ICE guys. Like I think we need to go after them and hit them with heavy enough charges that they basically have to go bankrupt to send a message to the rest of them. You are not invulnerable. You think you are, but you're not. And the Nuremberg style trials are coming for you. Another creator went a little even spicier than me. They were saying, like, we need to start putting some notes out there for the police and for ICE to let them know, hey, so far we have not popped off, but you are not invulnerable, and you guys keep messing around. We can make that choice and start popping off. And like, I'm not trying to make any threats of violence. I'm just saying, like, the people have a right to defend themselves, and people may make that choice at some point when they get pushed too far. And we have to be careful, because I think I say for now that we shouldn't initiate that stuff. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's a good idea for us to basically give them a legal reason to ratchet things up to like the Insurrection Act, because then we lose a lot more pathways to organize and all that stuff, where things get a lot more unsafe. But I think that's different if they start like firing on citizens, especially with like use of the military, because that's not supposed to happen. There's been some folks in the military that have been saying, don't believe all the crazy crap you see in the media. Don't lose faith in the military. Like, things aren't necessarily what they seem. So I don't know. Like, I have a hard time putting enough faith into that. Like, it's just hard to know what's going on with our military folks, because they keep for people that haven't been in the military, the thing is, like, not everybody gets all the same information. Like, everything is basically like need to know and kind of specialized for like what you do, like what your missions are, like what your like unit's purpose is and all that stuff. And everything's like segmented from there. So there's not like a big dissemination. Like, I think, I don't know. I think it's hard to get all the military people on the same page that might be on the side of the regular folks. I want to believe that they're on the side of the regular folks. I know that there are some people in the military that are probably in support of fascism. It might be somewhere between 40 to 50%, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to know. But I desperately want to believe that our troops are like, if they give us an illegal order, we're gonna just refuse, or maybe we'll take matters in our own hands. And like, I don't know if sometimes I think, like, if we do like a military thing to take back power, I don't know if that's necessarily what we want to. I don't know. It's tough. But I do think it's not a bad idea to let, like, that's a mixed bag. Like, having police look over their shoulder when they're already like super paranoid, having ICE being on alert all the time. But at the same time, like, if they're like, maybe this is not such a good idea, maybe they'll hang it up. I don't know. You got to look at this stuff from like all angles, I think. I don't want people to get hurt. Now, ultimately, that's the goal, or minimal harm as much as possible. So anyway, I forgot where I started with this. Yeah, I got lost. It happens. Anyway, tomorrow starts the weekend. Today is Friday, so yeah. And there was some court stuff going on about the Washington D.C. So I think that was supposed to be 2:00 Eastern. I think that's coming up, because it's 4:38 p.m. on West Coast time. New York is 3 hours ahead. So I was get that mixed up. So I think that happened already. So I have to look at the outcome on that. Yeah, guys, like, strap in. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your people. Community is what's going to get us through. Us being able to be interdependent on each other and strong. That's what's going to help. Whether this fascist crap continues for a longer time, or hopefully it burns out really quick and like we get like a mega swing to the left because people are being like, the good thing about this is that there are a lot of people that are being radicalized, and like they're rejecting fascism, they're rejecting Republicans a lot, and they're also rejecting establishment Dems. So that means to the left, which I've been like, I'm like, we need to do that, we need to do that, we need to do that. Otherwise we're in like big trouble. 30. Yeah, we're in huge trouble if we don't do some policy changes for regular folks, and that's on the left of the political spectrum. It just is. I'm not saying it's like always like all the way to the left. Like, I'm not saying like communism or full socialism or whatever. Like, democratic socialism is definitely the transition that we need right now. More democracy. Well, we have to kick out bad faith actors, I think. Like, we can't have these like moderates that are just like, oh, we have to appease the rich people, and we have to like include corporations and everything. No. Like, how do you think we got here? We privatized so much stuff. Like, that's a Republican project. That should be our project. What are you talking about? What are you saying? No, we have to use government for the people. The government's supposed to be like of the people, by the people, for the people, not for the rich bitches. The rich will be okay. Well, most of them. I mean, for the ones that like keep messing around, like I keep hearing like, there's been a bunch that are like recently. I'm not claiming anything. Like I just heard about it. We got people going like, liquidate the. There's terms being thrown around like, the yachts. Like, well, people are mad. People are disgusted by the fact that these people are so obscenely rich, and they throw it in our face all the time. Like, imagine a world where like rich people just pay their damn taxes and shut the fuck up, and like, we're a little bit more shy. Like, if they didn't have a public presence, and if they didn't rub our fucking noses in it, and like society was better for the rest of us, they'd be cool. But when wealth inequality is so goddamn transparent, like it's so in your face, and it's almost like they're mocking you. You have people like Jeff Bezos that are like, I want my people terrified. I'm like, you're never going to be the boss that people are like, oh yeah, he's a good guy. He takes care of me. It's a good job. I could see myself working here. I could see myself telling my kid, hey, this is a thing. It's a good opportunity. Like, people used to have pride in America at like working for a given company that like made like good shit that lasted. And even sometimes under conditions that were kind of like crap. But like, if they felt like loyalty, they're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Like, or like the family business thing. But rich assholes kind of wiped everybody out. And then they like packed up and went overseas. Like, people blame like Bill Clinton about that, but like that's a right-wing policy. That is like the whole like free trade shit. Like, we should have been like fair trade. And like people whine about like theft of intellectual property, but like, yo, we gave a lot of that away, man. Like, it was part of the deal. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, there's too much short-sighted thinking in this country for far too long. You need progressives that are actually like moving things forward, and it's like a sustainable model that lifts everybody up. Because like in this country and other places, when you lift people out of poverty, and that's an intentional action that takes a lot of work, but you do the front, you do the legwork to make that stuff happen, and that can drive itself. And you just make sure that like if there's a gap and people fall down, you got to shore it up. You got to be nimble. Anyway, I'm getting animated. It's fun. I like it. I like thinking of a better world, because that gives me hope in it. I keep moving forward, and I like it drives the right wing crazy. They hate it when I'm talking about like positive possible things in the future. They hate it. They hate that I have hope. They want to kill my hope, and I'm always like, well, what do you know? You don't know anything. They're like, oh, it's Trump's America now, and you guys ain't on a return trip. As if they're inevitable. Yo, nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. That's half the problem. Like, you guys are like so freaking mad because you're unlikable. You haven't done the work. You don't have any ideas. And all you have is like, I got my strong man. He makes you mad, makes me happy. And then what? You gonna go pay your bills with liberal tears? What is that? Does that go, you get like credit? I mean, really? Like, why are you guys so caught up in the idea of things that get you fucking nowhere, and it torpedoes everything, and you guys keep getting the people that keep fucking everything up, and you're celebrating this? Ooh, ignorance, man. Oof. All right, take care.